malaking balitang pumutok sa maghapon. Kinalap binantayan ng DZMM News Center at ng Radyo Patrol. Hatid ng pinagkakatiwalaan yung tagapagbalita, Tony Velasquez. Headline sa hapon. Headline sa hapon.
Ngayon po ay araw ng Lunes, ang 9 ng buwan ng Hunyo taong 2025 sa ating po mga headlines sa hapon. Tao ng Brigada Eskwela umarangkada na. Pangulong Marcos Jr. tiniyak ang tulong sa mga guro. Pag-convene ng Senado bilang impeachment court, isusulong ng minorya sa sesyon ngayong hapon. 3 araw na protesta para ihirit ang impeachment trial ni Vice Presidente Duterte nagsimula na. PRP, Cabra at 2 pang barko magpapatrolya sa karagatan ng Pangasinan kung saan nakitang palutang-lutang ang halos 7 bilyong pisong halaga ng shabu. PAOK kinumpirmang may 10,000 pang POGO workers sa Pilipinas. Pagtugi sa mga POGO worker, iniutos naman ng House Quad Committee. At senior citizen na kaladkad matapos hablutin ng kawatan ng kanyang bag sa Pampanga. 3 dumalaw naman sa kulungan sa Rizal, pinagbabaril, 1 patay. Kamusta po kayo Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao? Ako po si Tony Velasquez at sa detalye na ating mga headlines sa hapon. Mga kapamilya, umarangkada na ang tao ng Brigada Eskwela bilang paghahanda sa pasukan sa 16 ng Hunyo. Sa Malolos, Bulacan, pinaunahan ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. at Education Secretary Sani Angara ang pagbubukas ng programa sa Barihan Elementary School kung saan tumulong ang Pangulo sa pagpapako ng ilang blackboard. Nakisalamuha sa mga guro at nag-turnover ng mahigit 20 tablet at 1 laptop. Nag-inspeksyon din ang Pangulo sa mga kinukumpuning classroom sa Tibagan Elementary School sa San Miguel. Sa talumpati, inamin ng Pangulo na maaaring kulang ang suporta ng gobyerno sa mga guro pero tiniyak na maibibigay ang tulong at tututukan ang kanilang pagsasanay.
Sama-sama natin ayusin ito para naman yung ating mga kabataan pagka nag-graduate, talagang graduate, magaling na magbasa, magaling mag-mathematics, magaling lahat. Kayang-kaya na nila kung magtutuloy sila ng college o magtrabaho sila, ready na sila. Kahit anong napili nila, ang gagawin nila sa kanilang karir. Kaya maraming salamat sa tulong ninyo.
Sa Quezon City, nagtulungan ang mga guro at ilang magulang sa paglilinis sa mga silid-aralan sa Payatas B Elementary School. Sa Maynila naman, nag-umpisa sa tugtog ng banda ng mga estudyante ang Brigada Eskwela sa Rosario Almario Elementary School sa Tondo. Habang pumarada rin ang mga estudyante sa Pedro Guevara Elementary School sa Binondo. Sa tala ng DepEd, halos 27 milyong estudyante ang magbabalik eskwela sa susunod na linggo. At dumako naman po tayo mga kapamilya sa sitwasyon sa nagpapatuloy na sesyon sa Senado. Balita mula sa Senado hatid ni Radyo Patrol, Robert Mano. Kuyang Robert.
Tony, sa gitna ng sesyon ng Senado ngayong hapon, tumayo sa plenaryo si Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel para buksan ang usapin kaugnay sa impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Sinabi ni Senator Coco Pimentel na marami namang universidad at iba't iba mga grupo ang kumukusyon sa tila mabagal na pag-usad, paggulong at pag-convene nitong impeachment court sa Senado. Pakinggan natin si Senator Coco Pimentel.
To the Senate and is found in Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 4 of the 1987 Constitution. And I will read it. In case the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House of Representatives, the same shall constitute the articles of impeachment, and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. Since the time we received the articles of impeachment from the House of Representatives on February 5, 2025, I have been very vocal that trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. I wrote the Senate President a letter dated February 14, 2025, expressing the following ideas, and I quote from the said letter. According to the Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, forthwith means without any delay or without interval of time. Its synonyms include immediately, instantaneously, instantly, presently, promptly, right away, right now, straight off, and straight away, among others. Considering that the 1987 Constitution was promulgated in both English and Filipino, we must examine its official Filipino translation. Kung ang pinanumpaang sakdal o resolusyon sa impeachment ay iniharap ng isang katlo man lamang ng lahat ng mga kagawad ng kapulungan, iyon ay dapat bumuo sa Articles of Impeachment at dapat isunod agad ang paglilitis ng Senado. The Filipino translation for forthwith is agad, which conveys immediacy. The synonyms of this Filipino word include madali, bigla, dagli, o kara-karaka, which denote urgency or promptness. The above elaboration affirms that it is the Senate's duty to act on the impeachment case of Vice President Sara Duterte without any delay or without interval of time. I repeat that this is the Senate's duty. I am submitting a copy of my letter dated February 14, 2025 to the Senate Secretariat to form part of the records of the Senate. In spite of all of my efforts, member of the minority na nga ako, I am also being hit by all these attacks against the Senate. How much more kayo pong nasa majority? We should all be concerned about what is happening. One writer wrote, all of the country's senators, yes, all of them, as embodiments of the Senate, are failing the Filipino people. Hence, I have every right to stand up to express my question of privilege as I worry about our beloved institution's reputation, integrity, dignity, and even our place in Philippine history. It is now June 9, 2025, or more than 4 months since the filing of the articles of impeachment, and the Senate has not yet started the trial. Tama lang po na mainip ang taong bayan kung kailan ba natin gagampanan ang constitutional duty natin. Indeed, there is a reason for the no trial fears of our countrymen. To remind us, the articles of impeachment transmitted by the House of Representatives on February 5, 2025 read as follows. Article 1, respondent betrayed the public trust, committed culpable violations of the Constitution, and or committed high crimes in contracting an assassin and plotting to murder or assassinate the incumbent president, the First Lady, and Speaker of the House of Representatives, as publicly admitted by her in a live broadcast. Article 2, respondent betrayed the public trust and or committed graft and corruption in her misuse and malversation of confidential funds appropriated to the office of the Vice President, open and close parenthesis, OVP, and the Department of Education, open and close parenthesis, DepEd. Article 3, respondent betrayed the public trust and or committed bribery and or other acts of graft and corruption in violation of Republic Act number 3019. Article 4, respondent committed culpable violations of the Constitution and or betrayal of public trust in amassing unexplained wealth and failing to disclose all her properties and interest in properties in her statement of assets and net worth, open and close parenthesis, SAL-N, in violation of Section 17, Article 11 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Article 5, respondent committed other high crimes, including the high crime of murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Article 6, respondent by herself and or in concert with others, committed acts of destabilization constituting at least a betrayal of public trust and or culpable violations of the Constitution and even the high crimes of sedition and insurrection. Article 7. The totality of respondents' conduct as Vice President, including her commission of the foregoing acts, clearly display conduct constituting a betrayal of public